Oh, Stuart Spencer is with us today, and it's been a while since you've been by. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
You were just telling me, Advanced Ear Care, you've been in the same location for 30 years?
30 years. We've been here a long time.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
right in the Willow Tree Shopping Center there.
To be in the same location for that long and serving mainly this community.
That's right.
Is impressive, and you're going to be there for a while longer, right?
Oh yeah, 10 more years, yeah.
Well, we've seen how technology has advanced in many things, and it is certainly true in hearing aids and hearing devices and things like that. And one of them is AutoBell, and they've been working with Apple to create a system that you can have an app and control it. And tell me about that.
Yeah, it's really phenomenal. I mean, technology today is just incredible in throughout the whole hearing industry. This is one of the most cutting edge products that we've seen come out. I mean, obviously, everybody knows Apple's, technology position in the market, and they decided to team up with the AutoBell company and develop a hearing system. And the amazing thing is the compatibility with the hearing aid is really so amazing. I wear them, and I've got two of them in now. My phone rings, I hit a button, I hear the telephone, right in both of my ears. In a crowded room or noisy environment,
oh, nice.
I'm hearing a conversation easily. The other neat thing is, like, if I'm working out, I can stream the music right to my hearing aids,
that's
wirelessly.
great.
I can pick up my emails. You hear Siri. If you're doing the directions in the car on your phone, you hear the map directions in your hearing aids. So you're not trying to lean down and hear your phone while you're driving. And it's just an amazing technology.
That really is. Yeah.
It's almost like it does all these things, and oh, by the way, it helps you hear better. It's really kind of a twist on the whole thing, but the technology is remarkable. It's a lot of fun.
They're using Bluetooth, I would imagine.
That's right. It's the newer kind of Bluetooth. I think it's a 4.0. It's a more of a solid type of Bluetooth. But the nice thing in the app is, you can adjust the volume on each hearing aid. You can change the different programs. Even if you're in a noisy environment, you can pull out the app, move the sound around, reprogram your own hearing aids, set it, and it puts a geotag where you're at. Anytime you come back within 100 feet, it resets to those options.
Wow.
Is that amazing?
That is amazing.
It's really useful. You can have up to 20 of those. So if you have an exercise class or something like that, that's specifically a difficult environment for you, you can really specifically set your own program.
So quite advanced.
Yeah, very
That is
advanced.
nice. That is now AutoBell is the company that makes it.
Sure.
They have this particular hearing aid that has this. Do they have a whole line of different ones?
They have over 300 hearing aids. That's one of them.
Okay.
That's right. We have the smaller in-the-ear models, the larger ones for the more profound, serious losses. A whole variety of products there.
Yeah, that is nice though, to be able to have that. And I think more and more you're going to see that. Now, people may ask, at this point, this is an Apple product, so to speak. That is the app part of it. Do you expect AutoBell to do that for those people who have Android devices?
Sure. I think it'll go that direction. I'm not really sure at this time.
Okay.
This is the first one we've ever had. Coupled with directly a computer company. I don't know if Google will get into that market or if they're interested. So we'll wait and see. But this is kind of fun so far.
Google's the type of company they will develop their own hearing
aids.
Right.
Of course.
They will.
Right.
That's exactly. They will do that. Believe me. You guys have a great system over there, and being around for 30 years, one of them that we know about that you've talked about before is your environments that you create over there, your specially designed rooms. So when someone is being fitted for a hearing aid, they can go into an area that may be set up like a living room or whatever it might be. You can turn on a TV, have ambient noise coming in, and that way you can fine tune and or find the right product for the person.
Yeah, it's really amazing. We decided to take it to a newer level. What happened was, everybody would come in and say, geez, I have a hard time hearing in background noise. Well, we're in a quiet office, I mean, everybody hears me.
Yeah.
I always say if everybody talked like I did, I'd be out of business, and everybody kind of laughs and says, yeah, you got a great voice. So, we take them into an environment, where we can play background noises, restaurant noises, speech noises. Traditionally, people will have higher frequency hearing losses. So the ladies' voices are a little harder to hear. So we can play female voices in background noise. We can do it in front of them and back of them. I mean, spin the sound around them so they can see where they have their advantages and disadvantages, and program the hearing aids, and they can see it right on the screen while we're doing it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's a great way, and we've talked about this with you and even other people that I know around here who have the different kinds of hearing devices, and they'll mention things like that. Well, it works great when I'm doing this and this, but sometimes I go out to a restaurant and I hear muffled sounds.
Of course.
And that's a way that it can be fine-tuned. And that's one of the things that you hear about as we all, eventually we're all going to have some sort of hearing loss. That's
sure
natural, just like, sight and things like that, is people who are out and about at a restaurant, and it's very hard for them to sort of hone in on the person that's sitting right across the table.
Right.
Because the ambient noise is dominating.
That's right. The thing there, it's always about the signal to noise ratio.
Mm-hmm.
How loud's the noise versus how loud's the speech. And so that's what, these hearing aid manufacturers have really put millions of dollars into, is filtering background noise so you can hear the speech better. Because the trick is, when you hear the speech better, you don't care about the noise anymore.
Right.
All of a sudden that goes away. And with hearing aids, you never hear perfect, right? Because, you have that kind of damage. But, we want to give you the best hearing you can possibly have. And typically, if we can do that, you can do really well in those situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those are important times. Or, you want to be part of the conversation.
That's right. So that experience, we call it the ultimate hearing experience. So you can really see what it's like.
Something else that you offer are wireless devices to watch TV at home.
One of the things we hear about is, hey, my neighbor's telling me that my TV is too loud, in this community, and it's a problem. It really aggravates some people. With these devices across the line, there are several of them, depending on what kind of system you have or hearing system you have, or even if you don't even have a hearing system, we have devices just to listen to the TV. And so you can even mute your TV, and you can hear the TV directly in your ears, right through a wireless device. And number one, the people hear better with them.
Right.
And it's much more accurate and clear for them, so they enjoy their TV programming a lot more, like watching you guys. And they can lower that volume so they're not bothering anybody around them. Or even more practically, if they're watching with somebody else, the other person that may have better hearing can just set the TV where they like it, and they have the amplified volume in their hearing aid so they can watch it together at a pretty reasonable volume.
That's nice. Now, can that be had without the other type of hearing aids? Is it a different thing?
You don't even have to have a hearing aid to have some of these devices. So, some of them are compatible with hearing aids, which is really kind of handy, because then, if you want to have a conversation about, what you're watching, you can have that conversation. But strictly the TV devices that are just for TV, you just hear the TV directly, So there's a lot of options.
Yeah, there's a lot that's going on out there. And how do they come up with these new ones? Do they do studies? Do they do...
Oh my goodness. It's all research. When I started, there were 72 manufacturers in the business. Today there's about 6. They control about 90% of the market. Mm-hmm. And so all these companies spend $30, $40, $50 million a year, with real genius type of sound people doing research on trying to figure this whole auditory system and processing of background noise out. So, they spend a lot of money and a real diligent effort doing it. They do a great job.
I've often heard that companies like this even work with sound designers, people who work in Hollywood, or Bose, or
they'll
all
work,
these
They'll
top,
work with Navy sonar people. It's amazing the range of
really
spectrum
is.
they go to.
Just to get the best technology. You're doing something that is really a great program. It's called Operation Change. And if you haven't heard of that, they cover it on the Oprah Winfrey Network on Monday nights. And basically, they are programs that go out and throughout the world and help underprivileged children or even families in general. And you're going down to Peru, right?
That's right. I'm really excited about this. I just found out yesterday morning, they need some help down there. They called me. They've got 1,500 children to fit with hearing aids. And, they've all been pre-screened and they have their ear molds. We go in as a team and, fit them, program the hearing aids, find the right hearing levels, and, help them out. Mm-hmm. This Starkey Hearing Foundation, who sponsors the Operation Change, is phenomenal. You know, that's all they do is go around the world and fit children with hearing aids, including all throughout the United States. You know, early in July, you know, I was back in Minneapolis, and they had a mission there in conjunction with the Major League Baseball players. You know, the All-Star game was in Minneapolis this year. And so some of the baseball players came over, you know, they met the children, and we fit them with hearing aids. I mean, it was really a great experience. So it's not just, you know, these third world countries or afar. I mean, it's right here in our hometown that they help out as well. So it's a phenomenal organization, and it's so exciting, you know, when you can put hearing aids on a young girl or boy and watch them hear for the first time. It's really, really phenomenal.
That's really nice. So you're going down there tomorrow for a few days?
Going down there tomorrow for a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I bet you are. I can just tell it's something that you're very passionate about. Well, I want to give you a number, and I think people know where you are, but you're over. We often say the Vaughan Shopping Center because that's easiest for people to remember. 830-5330, advancedaircare.com. As you can see, there are lots of different devices out there. This new one by AutoBell. If you have an Apple device, if you have an Apple iPhone, it sounds like a really great option. I mean, and let's face it, the technology is going to go even beyond that, and I'm sure it's going to be available for Android and all that kind of thing. But this is just something that's, you can see where the future is going and making it more comfortable and easier for everyone. And you've been doing this for 30 years or more.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what's out there, and you can really help folks. Thank you for coming on. Have fun in Peru.
Thank you so much.
Great thing you're doing, and maybe take some pictures and send them our way.
Okay, that sounds good.
Nice. You take care.
Thanks.
We'll be right back. Yeah, that's great.
Important healthcare notice. If you play the TV too loudly, or if listening in some situations has become difficult, you are needed to participate in a special program called the 10-Day Challenge. We're seeking 100 people with problems hearing to evaluate MicroLens, a new 100% digital, invisible hearing instrument now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil. We're seeking 100 people with problems hearing to take part in the 10-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech hearing device the size of a pencil eraser. Call the number on your screen. MicroLens is the world's first 100% digital, completely invisible hearing aid. Hearing consultations performed at no charge for all qualified callers. Participants will try MicroLens hearing aids for 10 days. Call now and take the 10-Day Challenge.